Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Behind me is the new Z06, the 2023 Z06 Coupe 2LZ with the Z07 Performance Package. So I've had a few emails, some text messages and stuff of people saying, hey, talk to us a little bit about the deal. What did you end up paying for it? How long did you have or how long did it take to get the car? Just kind of the backstory of me getting this beast of a machine. So I thought, I would go over that. I wasn't going to do it at first, but I decided, yeah, I think I will, as far as being just transparent with you guys on how I acquired this car and the cost and all that. So let's go over the specs one more time. I did it in the past video, but let's go over it one more time and let's talk about each spec I got, what I got, the cost of it, then the total MSRP, and then we'll go over what I paid for it, and then how I acquired this car. All right, let's get started. All right, guys, we're back. Let's talk about the Z06. Let's talk pricing first, options, all that fun stuff. Then we'll get into the acquisition side of it. So this is a 2023 Chevrolet Corvette Z06 Coupe 2LZ. I decided not to get the 3LZ. I just didn't think the extra money was worth what you were getting in it. For me, it just wasn't. I'm not saying it's not for other people, but just personally for me, it wasn't. So the standard vehicle price is $114,200. So that's just the base. So that would be, if you bought a 2LZ with nothing on it, that's about what you'll pay for it. Okay, so here's the options and pricing. So I got the carbon fiber aero visible kit, and that came with the high wing, the dive planes, the ground effects, carbon fiber, and visible on the system, or on the car itself. So all the stuff that you see, all the carbon fiber, the wings, side skirts and all that. That was $10,495. Then I got the Z06 Ultimate Performance Package, and that came with Brembo ceramic brakes and the PS Cup 2R tires here that you see. These are basically just track tires. They're not really made for the road that much. That was $8,995. And that included the Z07 suspension. So that's part of the Z07 Performance Package itself. Then you have gas guzzlers tax of $3,000. Don't understand that. Then I got the front lift adjustable height memory. So the front axle lift, that was $2,595. I got the GT2 bucket seats. That was another $1,695. Then I got the color Rapid Blue. That was $500 extra. And then the wheels in Spider Satin Graphite Aluminum. The wheels itself, that was $495. I got the tension blue seat belts. Those were $495. The exhaust tips in black were $395. Carbon fiber, or the carbon flash metallic painted outside mirrors right there, those were $195. And then the battery protection package, $100. All right, so that brought total options to $29,655. Total vehicles and options is $143,855. Destination charge was $1,395. So that brought this car, as it sits today, to a total of $145,250 for this car. All right, so let's stop there and let's talk MSRP, and let's talk about additional items or anything else. So my dealer, Hendrick Chevrolet in Hoover, did not have any add-ons that they forced me into. They don't play that game. So I was able to pick it up and drive it home without them putting ceramic coating or PPF on it or whatever. They did have those options, and they asked me if I was interested in them, but I told them I was not, and there was no hassle, no haggle. Matter of fact, if you're interested in trying to get on one of the allocation lists, I think you're probably 2-3 years out at this point. Scott Tatum with Hendrick Chevrolet in Hoover, Alabama is who you need to speak to. This guy was absolutely amazing. When you call him, just tell him I sent you. I don't get anything for it. I just want to help him out. He's just a super cool guy. The dealership was awesome, no pressuring you at all. All right, so what did I pay for the car? So again, the car total MSRP is $145,250. Now I've seen dealers. I saw one for sale, which I thought mine was the, if I sold mine today, or if anybody sold theirs today, theirs would be the only one listed in the U.S. with the Z07 package. But that's not true. I saw a dealer that had one. I think it was on Auto Trader, just like this one, but it may have been a 3LZ, and it definitely had the carbon fiber rims, and he was asking $300,000. So I'm not quite sure if he'll get that amount of money or not. That is a lot of money for this car, but for some people it's fine, and they'll pay it and they'll keep it, and they'll barely put miles on it, and it's kind of just their car. And so I don't get into that with other people if they want to pay over MSRP for a car or not pay over MSRP. But one of the things I do have a problem with is on Facebook is just everybody just, if somebody says, oh, I got my car for sale for $10,000 over MSRP or $100,000, you just get, I mean, it's crazy how these people just pile on you. Really, to me, I don't even think those are the ones that can even afford at MSRP or even below it. So they're going to just try to talk the market down by saying some ridiculous, saying something ridiculous on a Facebook group. So anyway, what I pay for the car, I paid MSRP. I didn't pay a penny over MSRP. I'm not going to say that Hendrick's not going to start over MSRP tomorrow or in a year from now or a month from now. I'm just saying I did not pay over MSRP for this car. And that was the only reason I bought it, because I bought it to enjoy it, but I also bought it as an investment. Maybe down the road I'll sell the car, I'm not sure, but I bought it as kind of an investment for the next couple of years. Who knows, I'm already falling in love with it, I might keep it. Okay, so that's the MSRP. So MSRP, $145,250, I paid exactly that to the penny. Well, taxes and title, so there's that. So a few more $1,000s on top of that. But I paid MSRP for this car. Okay, to me, this next part is, how did I acquire the car? And how did I acquire the car so fast? I acquired this car in 10 months. From the date that I signed up on the allocation list to last Friday at 8 p.m. when I picked it up. It was a total of 10 months. Stay tuned and we'll go over that story. All right, guys, acquisition side. How did I acquire this so fast? And even at MSRP too, right? All right, so probably in June of last year, June or July, I can't remember, it's one of those 2 months, we were headed on vacation and I got a call from Scott, and Scott said, hey, you want me to put you on the allocation list for the Z07? They had, I think I'm right, they had, I think, 30 allocations as a whole for that one dealership. And I said, absolutely, put me on it. You know, where am I at? He goes, I don't know. It could be years before you get it. You're you're way down on the list, or whatever the case may have been. And I said, that's fine. I'll wait it out. Not in a hurry. So go ahead and put me on the list, and we'll just wait. So he said, go ahead and build the car the way you want it, and send it to me, and then I'll go ahead and upload that into the GM's Workbench system. And we'll just have that order in place, and then we'll wait till we receive an allocation from GM, and then we'll start going down the list. And if your specs out, it specs out. So I said, that's perfectly fine. So Scott and I talked back and forth a few times through the months. So my son, my middle child, he said, listen, I don't like the torch red. That was going to be the original color of the car. He goes, I don't like the torch red with the tan interior. It kind of makes you look like you're trying to buy a Ferrari, but you're not buying a Ferrari. So he goes, you need to change it up. So I said, you know, that's fine, you pick it out. So he picked out the rapid blue color and then black leather interior, and then we went with the tension blue seatbelts. So I got all that together, and that was November the 27th of last year, of 2022. So I submitted the order back to Scott. Scott said, fine. It was about 4 o'clock in the evening. He goes, I'll go ahead and put it into the workbench system and then go from there. You can change it again if you want, because we haven't received the allocation. Once the allocation goes in, you're locked in. I said, that's fine. So he put it in, and then the next morning I woke up. So that was so this would have been on November the 28th of 2022. And he said, or I'm sorry, let me go back. I looked at my email, and I saw an email from General Motors said, your car has been accepted into production. I went, oh, that's pretty cool. So I sent a text to Scott. It was early in the morning. He called me back and he says, do you believe in Christmas miracles? And I said, well, I'm kind of looking at it. I guess I do. And he said, we're trying to figure out what happened, but somehow the system automatically picked your car, and it is now into in production. Not being built, just accepted into production. So that was November the 28th, 2022. So I was shocked. So he ended up calling me back probably a day or two later. He says, what we think happened was when we uploaded the new build, it jumped your car, kind of up. Chevrolet gave us an allocation for a Z07, and it automatically plucked your car. So it was really kind of dumb luck. He says the way it should have worked is the dealership should have got a call from General Motors or an email, or however they correspond with each other, their communications via the system. They should have got a call or an alert saying you have an allocation. Who do you want on that allocation? And then they would look at their list, right? And they say, okay, the next person is this guy. And then Paul would be way down here somewhere. But it didn't happen like that. So it was 100% dumb luck. And literally from June of 2022, then it got accepted into production November the 28th of 2022. And then last Friday, I picked the car up here in March of 2023. So a total around 10 months to get the car. Again, if I did this all over again, I'd be waiting 2 or 3 years to get this car. And rightfully, this car should not even be sitting behind me right now. But I am so thankful that it is. This is an incredible car. So there you have it. I just want to be a little transparent with you. And I appreciate you guys watching my videos. Please like and subscribe, ring the bell. It really helps build this. We're going to build some really, really cool content with this car in the up and coming months. But I just wanted to kind of go over, be transparent, go over how I acquired the car and what I paid for it. I think it's important for you to know, because as you're looking for one of these, you've got at least a basis on what people are paying. Now, I know that these cars are going well over MSRP, 100 plus. You can read Facebook forums. I don't care what anybody says. What they're saying, they're just trying to talk these car values down so they can get one at MSRP or below. They probably can't afford them anyway. But I'm telling you, I have seen real numbers of cars selling, these cars selling for at least 100 over, if not more. It's crazy, but again, I don't care if a dealer marks them up or if somebody else on the secondhand market marks these cars up. I don't care. I mean, we're in the society that we're in. It's about free enterprise. It's capitalism, so we can, the market's basically what you want to pay for the car, what the value of this car is for you. For me, I got MSRP. What I paid over that, I don't know. I wasn't presented to pay over it, so I don't know if I would have. Driving it now, though, I probably would. Then I don't know if I would have. I may have just said no thank you, but driving it now, yeah, this is a special car. And I know that another argument is, I'll go buy a Ferrari or a Lamborghini for $100,000 over MSRP for this car. And you could, but what you're gonna get is an older car. You're gonna get maintenance that's gonna be crazy expensive. An oil change in this is probably a couple $100. Maybe stretch to $300 or $400 for an oil change. I don't even think it's even near that. A Ferrari, you're going to be spending $800 to $1,000 on that, and that's not including belt services, where and all that stuff where they got to pull the motor completely out of the car. So, the argument I can go buy a Lamborghini or I can go buy this or that, you sure can, and you're going to pay the same amount, if not a little bit more, maybe a little bit less, but you're going to get half the car that this car is, especially from a reliability standpoint. And I know there's been a few motors and transmissions. Doesn't matter. This is a car that GM has been building cars for a long time. This is a good car for the price. I don't care if it goes up to 100,000 over. It's a good price. So that's my take on everything. Again, I really do appreciate you watching the videos. The channel is growing, and that's exciting. I want to do more content like this, so like and subscribe, ring that bell. That helps me to grow it. Also, list below comments. What did you pay? If you want, if you want to list it, what did you pay, or what would you pay for a car like this if you had to have the Corvette? What are your thoughts? So until the next video, make it a great day. Like and subscribe and ring that bell. Thank you.